No, 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 no. I can't. A month and a half and I had already forgotten all about it. This can't be happening to me again. Just thinking about the idea that I have to get married again terrifies me as I imagine that the same thing could happen to me that happened with my idiot ex. Please wait. I step in his way. Why not? He questions while raising an eyebrow. You're free and so am I. Besides, it will only be for a few months. The problem is with my mother. What about her? I explained to her what was going on and that, even if this relationship is just a sham, the baby is not, and obviously he is a very influential person worldwide and sooner or later he would find out about this marriage, not to mention that my ex, who works as a delivery man, saw me here and I am sure he is not going to waste his time telling my mother. I know it's not part of the contract, but at least let me tell her about this marriage, not the truth but that we are getting married so she won't find out from the tons of poisonous snakes. Entre closes his eyes while massaging his forehead with his fingertips. I expect him to give me a negative answer because that's the way he is, but he took me by surprise when he told me that if it was just her it was okay. Excitedly I hugged him with all my strength to then leave a kiss on his cheek in gratitude. I was nervous, very nervous. We were going to see my mother after more than a month without seeing her. I know it's not like me, but I told her that it would happen since I would be on probation, but to tell her that I'm going to marry the one who supposedly is my boss. I don't know how she will take that news. I hope well. Ads by Pub Future. Hey, I took her hand nervously. You won't run away when we tell her the news, will you, Bianca? I'm a man, not a boy who's going to be scolded by his mother. The problem is that my mother became too overprotective since my failed wedding with Leonardo. She is not going to easily believe that we will get married because of the supposed ideology of love at first sight. That's why I hope I won't use my plan B. Seeing my old home, I felt anxious and scared. When I saw my mother hanging out the laundry in the front yard, I smiled because she didn't look worried. She looked good, healthy. As I watch her, I feel someone take my hand to make me react, so I went in first and Eros followed me behind. Bianca. Hi mom. I smile nervously when I see her, but she ran and hugged me as if we hadn't seen each other for years. I'm glad to know you're better. I am, honey. She notices that I dress differently now, and of course, who won't notice the expensive clothes from the best designers that my fake fiancé gave me to look like the perfect woman, and those clothes. Mom. I indicate Eros to come closer, but he doesn't understand, so I take him by the arm to make him come closer. This is Eros Ainsworth. My fiancé. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. You what? Ads by Pub Future. After the huge news about me, my mother did nothing but laugh as if she was crazy, leaving me even more worried. She invited us to come to the house to have lunch with her so we could talk more about what had happened. She served and prepared everything. She didn't take her eyes off us, especially Eros, who began to feel uncomfortable with the way my mother was looking at him. She looks at the table and makes a gesture like when she forgets something, forget the dressing. Daughter, you can go get it. Oh, and please add some walnuts. Don't worry mom, we're fine like this. I didn't want to leave them alone. But she looks at me with a reprimanding look. That scared me. Okay. I won't be long. Bianca gets up nervously, not wanting to leave me alone with her mother. I didn't take it to heart as I thought she was just overreacting, not that she was going to kill me for being with her or anything like that. So they are going to get married, said Mrs. Martha with a smile. They're getting married. Madam, I swear I won't hurt your daughter. And that's true, since we have an agreement that I will respect, so you have nothing to worry about. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I'll get to the point, he said as he picked up the bread and a knife. He started slicing the bread without taking his eyes off me, and that was a strange thing to do. My sweet girl, it was the mockery of a jerk who didn't care to see her suffer. So, as her mother, I promised her I wouldn't let her get hurt again. She points the knife at me. I start to worry as she stands up. I don't care what I have to do to protect her. If I have to end up in prison, fine. Then, having her behind my back with the knife in her hands, I panic. If you break my girl's heart, I'll rip hers out while she's still breathing and rip it to shreds. You understand? I nodded my head. I think she fell in love at first sight because she's too innocent to know that there are bastards in the world who only want to destroy what's good and special in this world. I assure you it won't happen. Of course it won't happen. I salivate as she cuts another slice of bread in my face, because it's better to avoid the bad, right? She goes back to her place and after a while Bianca comes back complaining because the nut was whole and not ground, so her mother tells her not to go to the market for more because she almost doesn't have time. Bianca realizes that something is wrong with me and asks me why I was so tense, and how can I not be if her mother just gave me a warning with a knife, then start. Well, I don't think Eros wants fatty food, Mom. Really? She said as if she wasn't surprised by that, but my future son-in-law isn't going to refuse a lunch that took me all morning to prepare. Right, son-in-law? And how do I tell him no when he says it holding a knife in his hand? Now I am the one who feels bad and guilty because I think Eros got intoxicated with so much food that my mother made him eat against his will. I told him he didn't have to do it, but he with a forced smile told me he would. When we arrived at the residence, he was in a hurry. He got dressed in sports clothes and then went to his personal gym where he spent most of the afternoon exercising. I told him he was exaggerating, but he asked me if I had any idea how many calories he consumed thanks to my mother's food, and his tone of voice of course was not the best, but this time I could not get angry because it seems that my mother scared him so much that forced him to obey her. What did my mother tell you? She didn't tell me anything that you don't already know. Eros, come on, tell me what she told you. I know very well that she told you something when she sent me for the dressing, and you will have to tell me sooner or later. He was all sweaty when he approached me. I give him a towel to dry and he tells me not to worry about something that is not important. I know he told him something because when we left the house he sighed in relief as if we had left the house of terror. I look at him in a questioning way so that he would tell me the truth. But, in the end I didn't get him to tell me, and he only told me that he would leave tonight and that tomorrow we would go to see the place where the wedding would take place. Regarding that, don't you think that investing money in a fake wedding is stupid? It's not when it comes to someone like me. It will be the wedding of the year as the most eligible bachelor in the country will marry a stranger who is bipolar and stubborn. Ha ha ha, I said sarcastically, I'm serious. He looks sideways at me as he wipes his face of sweat. The expenses are on me, so you have nothing to worry about. The problem is that I'm already worried. What I mean is that we can at least not spend on some things. Ads by Pub Future. So, like what? The place where the wedding will take place, for example. Why spend on an expensive place when we can have it anywhere, like here for example? She looks at me like I'm crazy. Are you really talking about having it here? What's wrong with it? Your mansion is very big and you have a huge garden with roses of different colors. We can do it there so you won't spend your money on those two things. No, we are definitely not going to do that. The wedding will be done the way I want it. Besides, even my mother will tell you no because in our family weddings have always been the best, Eros. I already said no and that's my last word. I can't believe she blackmailed me, and the worst thing is that my mother agreed with them, yes, them, since even Bianca's mother was present helping with the preparations for the wedding which will be in a week. The invitations were sent in 2 days to all the closest relatives, friends and media, according to my mother, even if it is fake, but the wedding must be unforgettable, so she is doing everything possible to make everything perfect. But she is just exaggerating since there is not much time left for everything to be finished between her and me. I have communicated with the lawyer I trust to give her a tempting offer for my fake fiancé so she can give me custody of the baby and she can continue without us in her life. She is smart and I am sure that when she resumes her studies she will be the best. Ads by Pub Future. I look at the necklace that has remained in this family for several generations and that the women who enter this family have worn it as a family emblem, and she should not be the exception, of course, if we want my uncle to believe the story of this wedding. May I come in? Yes, of course, she murmurs as she looks in the mirror to see the dresses she had at her disposal. Which one do you think looks better on me, red, pink or beige? Does it matter? I answer unimportantly and she says yes, all right. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I look at the dress she wanted to wear, so I chose the pink one, and she doesn't say anything. She goes into the bathroom and after a few minutes she comes out. I was surprised because she looked stunning, very beautiful. Well, what? Help me with the zipper. She came closer to me and pushed aside her hair. I took the zipper, and as I slowly pulled it up, it caused my skin to bristle and I swallowed dry because the sensation was pleasurable. She turns and asks me if it fits, but she stares at me when we are so close to each other. My eyes stopped looking at hers for a few moments as they focused on her lips that looked beautiful with that pink tint that makes her look natural on it. Are you not going to say anything? You look like the ideal woman for me. I get close to her ear as I take out my necklace from my pants bag. Now you're perfect for me. How I long to taste your lips. I left a kiss on her cheek that felt wonderful, although I would have preferred it to be somewhere else. When I looked at her face again, she had her eyes closed as if she also enjoyed this moment. Opening them, she tilts a smile and reminds me of the contract, specifically where it says I can't touch her. If I could change the past, I would change that part where it says I can't touch her. Well, I didn't do anything wrong, I just said I want to, that's all. Besides, I would have to have your written consent for me to be able to touch you. And what would happen if I told you that I wanted to? Seeing her bite her lower lip, it's like an invitation for me to do it. It provoked too many desires and I couldn't resist not tasting them. She gave me the permission and I couldn't miss it, and I don't regret it. The sensation, the texture, and it's not to mention the sweetness I felt when I kissed them. It was like a bonbon, soft and appetizing. Feeling her hands on my chest, clutching me closer to her so I wouldn't be separated from her, turned me on so much that I took her to the edge of the bed where she sat down and then settled down for me. To stop kissing her was not an option for me. I wanted more. The desire was intoxicating and I couldn't control myself. Miss Bianca, the stylist has just... Oh my god. Bianca reacts abruptly and throws me to the floor immediately when she saw Stacy, who by the way came in without touching and ruined our moment. Oh shit. Because at the best moment. I'm sorry, young Eros. I didn't know he was here. I pick myself up off the floor and adjust my clothes. Stacy, do me a favor and play next time. Yes, young Eros. No way. I was in shock. I couldn't even believe it. I just had a hot moment with my fake fiancé, and what a man to kiss. God, I had never been kissed like that before, so possessive, as if he needed more from me, as if he wanted it to stay in my head that I was his. He left immediately. Stacy closed the door and looked at me, even more surprised than me since she also knows that this is a farce, but after what she saw now she asks me if it really is a farce between us. It is. Ads by Pub Future. Miss Bianca, I saw you with these grey eyes of angels. You had such a burning and exciting chemistry that made me thirsty, and very thirsty, really. Yes, she runs to me. I'm telling you a secret. It's not the first time I find him about to get intimate with a woman, but the previous times, he never cared about that, and now he got angry with me for being inappropriate. Do you think it's because of? She nods, and for a moment I was excited about that, but then I remembered that there was another reason that is more reasonable than the one she says, or maybe she is worried that you go running to tell what happened to her mother. She also stopped smiling and said that could also be the reason for her anger. I fix my dress and stand up again. I look at the necklace I was wearing and Stacy tells me about it, that it is a family heirloom of theirs and that it is worn by the women who will be part of this family when they announce the engagement. I can't help but remember what happened as I look in the mirror. The caresses he gave me, the way he kissed me, his fragrance was all over my body and I couldn't help but enjoy it before it dissipated. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Stacy tells me I look beautiful with my smile, and how can I not smile if for the first time in a long time, I don't feel so desired by a man, and to think that he desires me too was exciting. I was nervous. There were too many families gathered and most of them I don't know. All the people who are here are mostly close friends and relatives of Eros. The only ones I invited were my best friend Maria and my mother, who apparently are still not arriving. I felt really uncomfortable since people were looking at me as if I was a bug that was dancing on two legs. Yes, it's silly the comparison, but that's really how I feel they look at me. I felt someone tapped my shoulder, and when I turned around and saw my friend next to my mother, I was very excited since she was able to come. She is a girl from a wealthy family, so she keeps herself busy at her family's law firm, who are the best lawyers in the country. Thanks for coming, really. Ads by Pub Future. Oh, how do you think I would miss my friend's engagement to the most sought after man in the country? Girlfriend, who would have thought you'd be the lucky one to stay with that hottie? If you only knew it was just an arrangement we have. My mother congratulated me and almost cried seeing me dressed so fancy. She said I looked so beautiful she couldn't believe it was her little baby girl who looks like a princess. I hugged her and she apologized, and noticing that her makeup was getting ruined by tears said she would go fix it. What can I tell you? She smiled nervously. It is love. The important thing is that you finally realized that you were too much for that cretin Leonardo, you with that deadbeat with no future. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Let's not talk about him, okay? I make sure my mother is not around. I have something to tell you. I can hide our arrangement from my friend for now, but I can't hide from her the state I'm in, so I told her and I thought she would congratulate me, but she scoffed asking me if it was a joke, but I told her it was not. You're pregnant. Shush. I made sure no one heard us. I was about to answer her when Mom came up to us with her flawless makeup. We were about to enter the house at the request of Ero's mother when I realized that my mother was left behind. I couldn't find her and it took me a while to do so. When I located her, I paled when I saw that she was with Ero's ex. I approached them in the minx when she saw me. She said goodbye to my mother saying it was nice to meet her. Mom, is everything alright? She gulped down the drink she had in her glass. Mom, come on, we have to hurry. Bianca, you're pregnant. I freeze when she asks me that. Answer me, are you pregnant? I didn't know what to tell my mother. She was upset and affected in a bad way because surely she is thinking that this marriage is for blackmail to tie him up. I told her that it was not what she was thinking and that what happened between us was unexpected. But my mother questions me just by looking at me because this is not the right thing to do. But neither is it right that a child is born out of wedlock. I don't want him to be like me. That's why I accepted this proposal that would benefit us all. Please, trust me. I know very well what I do. A child. Bianca, really? She passes her hand over her forehead. A baby daughter. It's a big responsibility. What bothers me the most is that it seems that everybody knew about it, except me, the mother of the bride. No, Mom, that's not true. Some people still don't know the news. I make signs to her to leave, but she ignores me. Come on, hurry up and go with my son so they can announce the marriage and the pregnancy. I run my hands over my face for the gaffe this lady just made. I glare at her and she still doesn't understand what was going on and didn't care as she dragged me to where her son was, leaving my conversation with my mother halfway through. When Eros started to talk, I could feel my mother's gaze on me all the time. I am in trouble because I am sure she will start to search in depth what is really going on. Eros was in charge of giving the necessary information to the guests, and when the night progressed he realized that something was going on, but as it is something personal, he ignored it, and I do not reproach him anything since in reality we are not a real couple, just a farce. I didn't see my mother again in the course of the party, only my friend a couple of times. I felt bad to think that she was gone since I didn't want that, but I didn't have the strength to deceive her, and I was about to tell her the truth when Ero's mother interrupted us. Only for a few moments we were together, then the guests approached him to talk, and as it was about work, I decided to get away from everyone to be alone for a while and think about what I would say to my mother, since I would not leave this matter halfway. So then it was true about the pregnancy. Ads by Pub Future. You really have to come and ruin my alone time. As I turned around, I saw Ero's ex, elegant in her body-carved dress, but she had something in her gaze that told me she wasn't here to congratulate me. Did you doubt it? I'm not going to lie to you, actually I did doubt it. The marriage, the pregnancy. Since it's not like Eros to have a family. Why do you say that? Because it's what I wanted with him, but he was very clear in telling me that it wasn't what he wanted, so. You left him because of that. Well, I guess the circumstances weren't right for you, or maybe you weren't the ideal woman he wanted as the mother of his children. She doesn't seem to like my words, but talking to my supposed partner's ex is unpleasant, it really is. But she doesn't keep quiet and tells me that she tried several times. She wanted his child, and when she mentioned the hot nights they had together, they are the ones she would never forget. The truth is that what she says shouldn't affect me, it shouldn't, and yet I'm boiling with jealousy because actually this baby was conceived in a different way. We didn't have unforgettable sex, and luckily for me I got pregnant on the first try. I don't understand how she couldn't if she was with intimately many times. Ads by Pub Future. Well, now you have a new partner and you are expecting his child too, so congratulations. Thank you. She didn't seem very happy when she said it, not like me, because actually I am happy that I am going to be a mother and that his father is someone like Eros. I know he is going to be a good father, he is making an effort. Besides, I have to say that his company is nice. When I had nothing more to say, I got worried when I saw behind his back, my mother was still at the party and was coming towards me. I left Eros' ex at the entrance of the property and went to where she was, but before I could get to her, Eros intercepted her first and took her away. I tried to reach them, but some of the guests stopped me to congratulate me and talk about my relationship with Eros. How we met and how I feel about him. So you are the lucky one who captivated my nephew. Confused, I looked at the man in his 40s. He was handsome for his age. She said, nephew, that means he is Eros' uncle. I gave him my best smile and greeted him. I thought he would be nice, but as we talked I realized I was inquiring more about my intimate relationship with his nephew than the baby's welfare. They say my nephew is a stud in bed. Well sir, with all due respect, I don't like to talk about something so personal with someone I just met. What happens between him and me is a two-way thing, not a three-way thing, everything in order. When I felt Eros' hand on my hip my body shuddered. He looks at his uncle and this one leaves with a crooked smile that was scary. What did you talk to him? I didn't tell him anything. Don't worry. What about my mother? I saw you were with her. I talked to her. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Something inside me changed when he kissed my forehead. He spoke to me with such tenderness and concern as if he really cared about me. Leaving the house is what I wanted the most. Eros' mother is going to drive me crazy with so many precautions she has with me. And I am really fed up with her wanting to manage me at her whim as if I were her slave. She thinks I can't tell her that, and I can't. Well, I can't, but someone else can. So right now I was going to where he was to talk to him and let me accompany him to his office. At least there I can be in silence and peace, alone with him and alone. Yes, I also want to be more time with him. For some strange reason, I miss him. I want to be always with him, and I supposed it was because of my pregnancy. I have heard that some married couples, when they are expecting a child, the woman hates her partner and can't stand him, so I thought that what happens to me is the opposite because we are not really a couple. No, he said flatly, and that made me angry. The office is not the place for you. Plus there's the fact that you can't stand for long, so it's better if you stay at home. Oh please, I didn't want to stay with his mother another day. I am just going to walk for when we leave the house and when we go to your office. This place is suffocating me, and so is my mother, he says in a mocking tone. Admit it, it's because of her that you want to go with me to the office. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, it's suffocating, worse than my mother. He laughs, shaking his head. Besides, I approach him as if I were a child who was reprimanded. She's not enough company for me, not like you. His face unhinges at what I said. You are saying you miss me? Yes. Well no, our baby makes me sad that you're not here. He stands up and stares at me. I look distressed and sad in front of him, making him inhale and exhale at the same time and then accept my request excitedly. I hug him and kiss his cheek and run out, almost running for my bag. When I went outside he was already waiting for me. He was kind and opened his car door for me, and then he got in last. Ads by Pub Future. Hey wait, Eros' mother approaches the car. Where do you think you are going, dear? Are you forgetting that even the smallest problem is dangerous for the baby? Dear fake mother-in-law, your grandson misses his father, so he will take us to his work so he won't feel sad. Besides, you can be too suffocating and hard to tolerate. She opens her mouth pretending to be offended. Eros takes us out of her house and I thanked her as I swear I was about to say something else to his mother, a worse one that I was going to regret later if I said it. She is too overwhelming and knows no respect for personal space, so this was the best thing to do. When we arrived, I saw the entrance to the gigantic building, and at the same time the memory of the first time I was here was a hateful thing to remember, as she called me a beggar that day. Everything in order? She asks while she fixes her suit. Yes, I was just remembering the first time I was here. Even remembering it bothers me since he was such a jerk and an idiot. You called me a beggar and I won't forget that, ever. IEROSI. She looks at me annoyed and walks in without me. I raise my arms as without even doing anything. She was upset with me for something that already happened. Wasn't she supposed to miss me, my son? When I managed to catch up with her, I asked her if she had taken the vitamins and folic acid they recommended, and she annoyingly tells me to stop treating her like she is a child. It's en serio. I avoid having arguments with her as all eyes are on us. Her pregnancy was more noticeable, and of course, at 4 months pregnant even she and her mood swings changed as well, not to mention she falls asleep out of nowhere no matter where she is. At first I thought it would be hard to maintain this relationship, but it was quite the opposite. She makes it easy most of the time. Ads by Pub Future. 3 months have passed since the engagement party and since we had that hot encounter that unfortunately went bad thanks to Stacy. When she told me they needed each other, I couldn't say no to her request and I agreed without hesitation. It really took me by surprise that she said that. You know, I'm in the mood for pickles. He closes his eyes, imagining them. Just imagining it makes my mouth water. No, you're definitely not going to eat processed food that comes in jars. You know the chemicals in them, it could harm the baby. Eros. She looks at me angrily. I don't give a fuck if it's processed or not. I want pickles. She points her index finger at me. The elevator doors open and in annoyance I walk out beside her. Wendy, go get some pickles, too. She says next to me and my secretary looks at her in confusion. 2 jars of pickles. Sir, but they don't sell that here. You'd have to go to the store 11 blocks away. Then run, she said annoyed. That's what he pays you for, isn't it? Her mood swings are the only thing I can't get used to. Suddenly she's sweet and kind, or she's annoying or bossy. She said it's lucky I didn't get Melissa pregnant. If this shy girl behaves like that, I don't want to imagine what my ex's fiancé is going through right now. For a moment I took my eyes off Bianca. When I looked for her, she was already in my office since the door was open. Bianca, you need to control your moods. I was speechless when I saw Melissa sitting on my desk. She was wearing a lingerie, too hot. Eros, you think I'm... Bianca stands motionless, causing Melissa to immediately get up from my desk when she sees her. I snap out of my trance at seeing her like that in my office and try to get Bianca out of the office, but she was more furious and warns me not to touch her. What the hell is this, Eros? What the hell is this? She gives me a pissed off look. Are you fucking your ex behind my back? No. Yes, Melissa said, puzzling me. I'm sorry, I didn't want you to know. I took Melissa's arm and took her out of my office despite her complaints that she was naked. But that's not my problem but hers. I closed the door and when I turned around she inhaled and exhaled quickly, trying to calm down. Bianca is similar her name since she is very white and her face was red with anger. I wanted to control her and help her with her anger, but she told me not to touch it. She was so upset that she only made screaming in and cursing not so loud. She throws me murderous looks as if she wanted to tell me that everything is my fault. But why the hell is she getting mad? We are not a real couple, and why am I so interested in what she thinks happened with my ex? I don't know why you get mad. We're not a real couple. Ah, we're not a real couple, right? That's why you can use your office to eat your ex every day and have your supposed fiancé and your son be the laughing stock of everyone, right? She said sarcastically and more annoyed. Sure, that's why you didn't want you to come. I can't believe I'm the stupid one and everyone's mockery. I started to get worried seeing that she was worse than before and was getting out of control. This seems worse than a real relationship. I wanted to approach again but she pushes me and warns me to stay away, but I didn't listen and forcibly hugged her. She hits me rapidly to get me to let go. Slowly she started to calm down and stopped hitting me. You are worse than a child throwing a tantrum. You are an idiot. I like you. I pull her away a little to see her face as I was incredulous of what she just said. He took her temperature and she gets upset and slaps my hand. Ads by Pub Future. Did you just say that you like me? Like me? Of course. I love the scent of your perfume. I like it and I enjoy it. Ah, that, I said with disappointment, and I don't know why I did it. Of course, it's irresistible. I wink at her and smile so she doesn't do something crazy. She calms down and sits next to me. An hour later my secretary arrived, and when she entered my office she was all agitated. She leaves the bag on my desk. I check it before giving it to Bianca. She opened a jar and smiled at every bite she took of those pickles. She tilted a smile, but when I saw the front again I realized my secretary was still watching me. Why are you still here? Sir, well, she points to Bianca with her gaze, so I told her it was no problem and to say what she wanted to say. Well, you told me we would talk about the dinner you postponed. Which dinner? Asked Bianca with her mouth full. For the 1000th time I tell her not to talk with her mouth full. Don't tell me you are going to fuck her too. No, I don't, I said, tired of this. I do remember that I promised her a dinner, but that's not what they both think. Of course I remember the dinner I postponed. It can be tonight. She looks excited, after all. I haven't been out to dinner with good company in a long time. Mr. Ainsworth. I take Bianca's hand and then kiss above her knuckles. She stops eating and is paralyzed by my action. Her face turns red. Ads by Pub Future. My fiancé and I will wait for you after 6. She didn't leave very happy about the answer I gave her. I laugh to see her upset, as I actually enjoy seeing how some women misinterpret the words I always say in double meaning. Of course. Don't do that, she said, annoyed. So I told her I didn't know what she was talking about. You know well what I'm talking about. You were just using me to embarrass that girl. That's not true. I was really planning this dinner out with you. She keeps saying it's a lie. So I gave her the number of the restaurant I plan to take her to tonight. She called, and as she hangs up the call she looks at me embarrassed. Well, okay, she rolls her eyes. Thank you. Somehow, seeing her smile made me feel good for being cute. And yes, I know it's because of the baby. No, actually I did it because I like your company. Passing saliva if this is another one of your jokes. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I approached her and stole a kiss. Since that afternoon, you've left me longing to taste more of you. She says my name, but I silence her when I steal another kiss. She freezes but reciprocates my kiss on the 3rd time. She accepts with a smile my proposal, so I leave everything in order and secured and then leave my office and take the elevator. I could not resist to taste her lips again, so I cornered her and deepened a kiss so exquisite that caused me an erection. She had something that caused me desire, anxiety, anger, but also the desire to protect her. She was fragile but at the same time shows a tenacity that I thought only my ex had. When the doors opened we separated to get out of the elevator, but we stopped when we saw my uncle, who was not alone. He was with my father, who did not take his eyes off Bianca. I am so glad to see you. We were on our way to your office, nephew, but finding you here saved us time to talk about your fake relationship with this girl and her supposed pregnancy. I look at them confused. Do you know my relationship is fake? I pretended not to know what they were talking about, but my uncle says to stop pretending. Your presence has always been like a hindrance to me. Come on, tell the truth. And that pregnancy. When he tried to touch her, the blood rushed to my head. I grabbed him by his suit and warned him not to try. If you touch her or my son, you are going to regret it. Calm down, Eros, my father said, and made me see that we were drawing attention to ourselves. I don't have to explain myself to you. Bianca takes my hand. We were going to get something to eat. If you want, you can come with us so we can talk about our wedding date. Stop pretending. All right, said my father, silencing his brother. We'll go in my car. They go ahead, and Dad's brother looked annoyed as I told him not to trust me. And it's absurd for me to tell him that since I'm his son, unlike him who is just his brother, he can't compare. That man thinks it's a sham, and if we talk about marriage, a fixed date for it, he'll leave your father alone. How do you know that it's not obvious? He wanted to touch me to make your dad see that my stomach is fake. And you intervening made your father doubt. I hadn't really thought about it, and you're right. Now Dad is doubting the veracity of her pregnancy by not letting him touch her. I still wouldn't allow it. I'd rather my dad do it than my uncle. He's a man with claws waiting to come out at any moment. Keep calm. Don't lose your wits. With the present, it's impossible to do that. When we got to the restaurant and ordered something to eat, My father asked if we already had a date for our marriage and Bianca said yes. She looks at me so I let her speak and when she said it would be in a week I was taken aback but I didn't show it. Ads by Pub Future. That sounds a bit rushed. Sir, it's not rushed. With the baby on the way it's better to be born within a marriage. My mother says they are blessed children. My uncle scoffs saying they are religious then. No, we are not religious, but something we do believe, sir. She ends the conversation with him in a blunt way. Mr. Louis, your son and I have talked about. You should come with us on my next visit to the doctor to meet your good grandchild, so we will all know if it is a boy or a girl. Seriously, it will be possible to know, but how, if it is inside of you? I don't know either, that's what the doctor told me. He takes my hand. What does he say? Well, I'll be around for a few more days so I can go. Roberto looks at my father as if he wants to tell him, I swear there are times I wish the murder was legal, so I could get rid of the plague in a few minutes. Time passed and the meal was quiet. Apparently my father did like Bianca since they did not stop talking, and that seemed to affect my dear Uncle Roberto. It was already late and my mother was probably in a fury because she stayed home alone all day. We asked for the bill and when I heard someone very familiar I turned around and saw it was the same delivery man. Seriously, he can't take his eyes off her and Bianca doesn't seem to notice his presence as she continues to chat with my father. Roberto notices the attention the guy has with Bianca so I told him it was time to go. My father and Roberto asked about the rush so I told them my mother would start causing trouble for our delay. Your mother is here. Yes, and as you may remember, patience is not one of her virtues. I got her out of there as soon as possible and she still didn't understand when we were already in the car and asked me why I was in such a hurry since she didn't believe the story that it was because of my mother. When we stopped at the traffic light, she sighed without taking her eyes off me as I remembered who that guy was. It's her ex, the one who left her at the altar for another woman, his mistress. I have to wonder why he left her. He must have some reason to have done such a thing. Bianca has her flaws but she is really cute, sweet and tender. She is very sensitive, and although sometimes she has her temper, but it is very uncommon to see her angry. I think I was cruel at first with her and a little rude to have called her a beggar the first time I saw her, but her clothes that day did not help at all. She looked like a hippie. She was serious. Did you really not notice that your ex was working as a waiter when we ordered the bill? No. Ads by Pub Future. Well, he was. And let me tell you, I couldn't take my eyes off you. She looks at me with a smile making me get upset because this is not something funny. Roberto realized that and I'm sure he will ask my father to leave before and wait for that guy to get the necessary information to use it against me. The only thing I do is think about how to talk to my father before Roberto does it and tell him everything I found out about that guy. You are jealous? He smiles as he looks at me through the car mirror. Jealous? What are you talking about? You were jealous because Leonardo was seeing me. You don't understand, do you? Roberto must be outside the restaurant waiting for your ex and if he talks he will tell my father that the times we are together are false. Jealous me? Why would I be jealous? If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I hear her start sobbing. When I see her for a moment I am confused because I don't understand why she is crying. I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say anything wrong. What? Stop the damn car. I had to brake in dry when I saw her open the door. She got out of the car and ignored my call. I had to park and go after her. When I reached her I grabbed her arm for her silly behavior. Let go of me. But what is wrong with you now? What did I do to you to make you so angry? I have been good to you and this is how you react. Then don't do it, she shouts euphorically. Don't do it. I don't understand. I thought it would be alright if I was good. So the baby would be born in good health and without any problem. To gain her trust was my goal so that later she wouldn't give me problems when she gave me custody of the baby. Who understands you? You wanted me to be good. That's what I did and now you ask me not to do it. No, don't do it again. Don't do it. I prefer your arrogance to you making me believe that you love me and that you have feelings for me, making me fall in love. She closes her eyes and turns her back to me. I was paralyzed by what she said. I didn't know what to say to her. I stood still and I couldn't even stop her when I saw her get into a cab and leave. When I realized what happened, I took my car to catch her, but I couldn't. When I got home, my mother was about to reproach me, but I stopped her by telling her that everything that was happening to me was her fault since I didn't want to be good to this girl. But I only told you to be nice, not to kiss her passionately. That's not my fault. I glared at Stacy as she opened her mouth and told my mother what happened at the engagement party. Now I was just worrying since I didn't know where she was. Listen, Eros. Go and talk to her, tell her you didn't mean for her to misunderstand things. That's the problem. I didn't misunderstand. It might sound crazy, but I think I like Bianca. Really? Said my mother and Stacy at the same time. No, no, it can't be. You're like that girl, but she's not even ready in any way. That doesn't matter to me now, not anymore. The problem is that I don't know if it's because of the baby that I feel compelled to like her, or is it just physical attraction, the way we kiss, the chemistry that explodes when we get hot. I don't know. I went to my room seeing that my mother was saying that Bianca's company was affecting me. She may be right or maybe not. I just know that somehow I'm attracted to her, but I'm not sure it's love. When I saw the door of her room, I approached to know if she was crying because of what happened, but nothing could be heard. I took the handle of the door and I saw that it had no lock. I opened the door and the light of the lamp was the only one that illuminates near her. She was asleep. I got close enough and when I saw, I realized she was crying for a while. Her cheeks were still red as well as around her eyes. She had tears on her cheeks too. Ads by Pub Future. For the first time I felt a pang from touching her stomach. As I did so, I wondered how my blood could exist inside her, a little person that over the years will call me daddy. I never saw myself that way. Being a father was something that was not in my plans. Knowing her wasn't either. Ibian sigh. Is it possible to fall in love when you thought your heart already had an owner? Before I thought it was impossible, but now I realize that it is possible, and unfortunately I am living it in my own flesh. I fell in love with an arrogant and Muttley who the first time he saw me called me a beggar. Somehow, I want to be always by his side, see him smile, work, talk to him. I want to spend so much time with him that I no longer dislike the idea of marrying him. On the contrary, I want it to happen. Something was in the way of my neck, so I wanted to get it off me, but when I felt a hand, I opened my eyes to see who had come into my room. What? Eros was sleeping on my bed and I was sleeping on his chest. Is it so true that you are in love with me? I got up immediately from the bed. He was awake and was watching me. Embarrassed and annoyed, I told him to leave my room, but he only opens his eyes and shakes his head in refusal. Seeing that he wouldn't leave, I locked myself in the bathroom and waited for him to leave. I don't know how long I was waiting locked up, but when I heard the door open and close, I opened the door a little to make sure he was gone. Seeing no one outside, I went out more calmly. So you wanted me to leave, but what? Taking me by surprise when I see him hiding behind the bathroom door, he takes me by the waist and chin while watching me with a mischievous smile. I avert my eyes from his. I didn't want to see him, not after last night. Telling him how I feel was a mistake on my part since he will obviously make fun of me. Maybe I misinterpreted things by saying I was jealous. I shouldn't have said that either. I don't know what I was thinking saying it. I thought after what happened in the elevator it was a sign that we were in symphony. Ads by Pub Future. Surely you must be thinking it was a mistake what happened yesterday. You shouldn't take back what you say. Saying what you think is something that characterizes you very much and that I really like about you. What he said and not the kiss he gave me. Come on, get ready because we're going to the best wedding designer to prepare everything in a week. What? Did you forget that you told my father and his brother that the wedding is a week away? I had completely forgotten. By the way, I like you too, you little freak. When he leaves my room, I was speechless. Out of nowhere a smile appears on my face, not believing what I just heard. I was afraid, so afraid that I was falling in love with someone who would kick me out of his life in 2 kicks, and now, I'm incredibly happy because he just told me that he likes me, although he also called me crazy, but that's omitted for this time. After going to the expert on the subject, Eros called his father and told him where we would be so that he would be present at the time of the ultrasound. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I told you, once he knows the pregnancy is real, he won't trust his brother anymore. Maybe. When the doctor arrived, she invited us in and started with the usual routine every time she came. We were all anxious because we would finally know if it was a boy or a girl. Congratulations, it's a girl. A girl. Eros cocked a smile. We'll have a daughter. He seemed excited in some strange way as he had a scary smile. When the doctor came out, Eros' father congratulates us for the baby. Thank you, sir. I hope you will also be present in your granddaughter's life. But, there is a problem. Roberto told me about something that has me puzzled and that makes me doubt about you. That didn't sound right anymore. Are you sure you are the father of that baby, Eros? I didn't expect him to ask that kind of question, and even less that he would be able to doubt my word, but of course, he is Eros' father. What else could I expect? Of course I was offended by his question and I thought he had every right to doubt since I am a simple stranger, but I thought that, after the nice conversation we had when he was with his brother and his son present, I thought I had earned his trust. Now I realized that he was only nice to me and that didn't mean he trusted me. You can leave me alone. They both looked at me confused by my request, but surely they realized that I was uncomfortable and upset by what my fake fiance's father said. The doctor came back to me and was the only one who gave me excellent news, but as I left, I could hear a discussion between father and son. When they saw me, the man looked at me as if he felt guilty but arose, took me by the hand and said that his father would go by cab. When we were in the car he was cursing under his breath, in whispers so I wouldn't hear him, but he didn't realize that we were too close not to hear him. I don't understand why you get angry. The son is yours after all. He always doubts what I do. He wanted me to get married and have a child, and now that I'm supposed to, he doubts me and what I do. He forces a smile. It's to be expected from someone like him who thinks he's perfect and the best father. And isn't he? You don't know him. If you did, you'd realize he should never have been a father. Her words were full of hate and resentment, making me wonder why she hates him so much and why she would rather have him away, but yet she wants his recognition somehow and he won't accept it. Or he doesn't realize that's what he really wants. But you won't be like that. You will be an excellent father and our daughter will be filled with your love. Ads by Pub Future. That's not true. Of course it is. She'll be daddy's princess. Jerosi. Because I'm so affected by what she says. She'll be daddy's princess. Thinking about that makes me happy somehow, and what makes me think about things other than work. I guess I must be happy because we already know it's a girl. Wow, a daughter, my first bloodline, my offspring. In truth, I had never seen myself being a father, and now that I am, I feel strange. I don't know what to do, what to say or how to act about it. Good night. I look at her standing in front of her bedroom door. Good night. She caresses her stomach. It was round, a perfect roundness. Her cheeks were pink. They made her look tender, warm and fragile. She was different. I can't figure out this woman. Maybe it's because she's a stranger to me. From my ex I knew everything, her tastes in food, clothes, shoes, what she would and wouldn't do. But with her it's different. Honey, they're finally here. My mother looked around. Where is the girl? She said she was sleepy. She doesn't seem surprised. What do you want, Mom? She talks to me about the wedding preparations and told me it was too soon for that, so I was clear with the whole thing. Either she helps me to organize it in a week or I do it personally. I don't want any setbacks. Everything must go as expected. She gets upset and says she would better talk to Bianca about this matter since it's a bit rushed. Besides, she is still in an unstable state with her pregnancy. What makes you think she'll go against me? My mother smiles as she approaches me. Ads by Pub Future. I know you so well, dear son. I carried you 9 months inside me, remember? I know you like the back of my hand, and I know very well that girl has you in her hands. I scoff, for it is absurd what she is saying. You'll see that what I say is true. She leaves my office with a warning smile. I was anxious. Since my mother, she is capable of anything to deny her children. Although she has nothing to disprove with me because I don't feel anything for that girl, and if I did, I wouldn't say it because that would be giving her the pleasure of pleasing her. Look who's here. That can't be. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Seeing my mother in Bianca's company, I let out a frustrated sigh as she is at it again. I guess you're here to talk about the wedding. Postponing it for later. She nods, shaking her head. And that's my last word. But Eros, I think your mother is right. I can't believe it, I mutter annoyed. Let's see, what did my mother tell you to convince you? We have to wait, we will reduce expenses, the baby shower, the wedding, at least until 8 months, it would be a double celebration and we would be ready for the birth of the baby. What do you say? I say it's a good idea. Well, I say it's silly to delay something that is inevitable, or don't you want to marry me? You know very well that's not the point. I've already said no, and that's my last word. Things were not the way she wanted them to be, but the way I wanted them to be, so my mother must respect that decision. That's why I asked her to leave me alone with Bianca, since we had a lot to talk about. Being alone, I asked her not to trust everything my mother said because she always tries to get her way and make whatever she plans go perfectly well and uses manipulation to achieve it. It's not because your mother asked me to, Eros. I've been thinking about it since we arrived. I think it's best to wait. Somehow I feel that we made your father believe that we are rushing everything because I ask you to or because everything is a well-organized farce. What he thinks doesn't matter and you know that perfectly well. But that's what I want. Please. As soon as I got good news about the pregnancy, I prefer not to risk it and wait a little longer until I can stand for an hour without thinking that I could have any inconvenience with the baby. I don't want anything bad to happen to this little one. She cares so much about that baby that it gave me guilt since I hadn't even thought of that, so I had to agree to her request. Besides, I owed her for the scandal my ex made, who by the way must be facing a fiancé for what he did. When you saw her, did you want her? I didn't understand what she was talking about, so I asked her to be more specific about what she was talking about. Your ex. Being frank, no, she calls me a liar. She certainly looked hot with what she was wearing, but in reality, I didn't feel the same as when I first saw her like that. You're lying, aren't you? Because I would have to lie. I don't understand why she says that since I really didn't feel anything, because no one is able to resist a woman so beautiful. Yes, she is beautiful, she said when she saw my expression for calling Melissa beautiful, but you know I am not lying, there is no man who wouldn't want to be with her. But I don't want to, I shrugged, or do you want me to say otherwise? He rolls his eyes and changes the subject, asking me if I am going to take into consideration what he told me, although it is something that should not be thought too much and more if it is my mother's idea. She is testing it and wants to know the truth of my feelings. The wedding was delayed as my mother wanted it. Somehow she brainwashed Bianca and now we have to wait days more for the agreed date. I know my mother and what she does is to delay everything so that there will be no wedding and that I will not marry Bianca. I know her so well that I know she does not love her because according to her she is not of our kind, and on top of that she says I am in love with her. She even suggested recently that the best thing would be to get married after the baby was born, but this time she would not get her way. Bianca was already 8 months pregnant. The time was running and too fast to see her pregnant is something I liked, but of course, only if it's from me. Ads by Pub Future. I don't think we should get married, she said as she felt me enter her room. We shouldn't. And if we better cancel everything. And if we better cancel everything. I told you that I like you, isn't that enough to go on? No, I frowned because it wasn't the answer I expected. You know well what I feel and it's stupid because you probably don't believe in what I'm feeling, but in truth, I fell in love with you, but it's not enough what I feel for you to love me. It's not like that. A month ago, she told me she loved me, and I didn't doubt her word because she was very different from when we met. She was sweet and very attentive, caring and understanding, and she worries about everything I do and don't do. Please son, you don't need to marry that girl. There are many more of our kind. I don't understand why you insist on going on with this. Let's get this matter over with, so stop opening the subject, Mom. I knew it. I knew you were in love with her. You care so much about that. Yes, I do. Why? Yes. Ads by Pub Future. You know that. I pretend I don't know so that he tells me again. Look, hateful, don't make me repeat it because I'm ashamed to say it. I approach her to hug her. She reciprocates in the same way and hides in my chest. You idiot. I love you. As the days went by, I realized that I didn't want Bianca out of my life after giving birth. On the contrary, I considered the possibilities that she would be an excellent wife and mother, the perfect image I wanted in a woman. It is for that reason that nothing will be fake, not the lawyer, not the marriage papers, everything will be real. Forget about it, mother. I told you that you felt something for that girl and you refused to accept it. Why are you so stubborn? If that is happening, you should not marry her. It could ruin your life, your future as a single father. You should never depend on a woman who is only interested in money. That's where you are wrong, mother. She has no interest in money, and I have seen it. She is a girl with good feelings that nobody has been able to value so far, and that's why I think she would make an excellent wife. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Yes, but what good would it do you if she were a good wife? Do you love her? I ask my mother not to ask any more questions, but she is too stubborn and doesn't let me leave my room to get my suit. I hate it when she turns against me and wants to get the truth out of me like this. I like the girl, and, no, I don't love her. I do have feelings for her, but it's not love. We made an agreement, but that doesn't matter to me now. I will learn to love her in time. IBIANCA. The wedding day had arrived. I didn't expect the days to go by so fast. Time was in my favor. I don't dislike getting married. I know he feels something for me and that makes me nervous. I have given my best to show him that I don't care about the contract, that I just want to be with him and our daughter. We talked regarding the supposed contract we had. When he told me that he was no longer interested in that, I smiled because he no longer wanted me just as a fake fiancé. That was a beginning for me, and that is why I am excited to get to the altar with my daughter so I can become Ero's wife, Miss T. I could not be in the house, so I had to get ready in a hotel chosen by Ero's mother, and so I could get to the one that soon would make me the lady of the house. I drank the tea for my nerves, asked who had sent it, and the woman replied her mistress. I took a deep breath before taking the elevator and entering the limousine. As I was looking out the window, my eyes felt heavy. As I looked ahead, my vision became blurry. Sweet dreams, girlfriend.